All right, Bill Reiter. Love having him aboard. He jumps in. Denver, there was panic before the game. We lose game one, we're in trouble. William Hill had them as big underdogs in the series, but now it's knotted up at 1, going back to Portland. All good in the hood right now? What'd you see with Denver tonight?
Yeah, I think it is all good in the hood. I mean, these are two really good teams, EK. I think it's going to be a long, hard-fought series, and Dallas did everything right. They played great defense, particularly on Damian Lillard in the second half. They forced, 21 turnovers from Portland. They had a different level of energy, and they were a lot tougher in this game. Nikola Jokic played like a superstar, and this is a Denver team that shot better than 50% from the field, hit 43% of their three-point shots. They played like a 3 seed. They're capable of this. They had some confidence. They had some swagger, and you saw the result. Great defense, plus the kind of offense and depth you need. If you give Austin Rivers a little bonus point, then 7 guys got into double digits, and this was a deep and a really tough Denver team, which is what they got to be against Portland.
Who do you favor in the series right now? It's 1-1, but based on how the game's unfolded and all that, we know we're going to Portland now. They have home court, theoretically, for the rest of the playoffs to get more home games. Who do you like in the series and why right now?
I like Denver. And before the series started, I put not a lot, a little bit of money on the Nuggets to win the series. I know Damian Lillard can be the most dynamic player on the floor, but Nikola Jokic is going to be the MVP. I voted for him for MVP. He can certainly be the dominant player any game he plays in. And I think that Denver is just a deeper team. There were certainly concerns, and there should be, about Jamal Murray and the injury that he sustained in his absence from the postseason. But Michael Porter Jr. drafted in the middle of the first round because of injuries. When he came out of Mizzou, had he been healthy, would have been the first pick or the second pick in the draft. He's a remarkable scorer. He started to find his groove offensively. And if they can get other guys involved, they can play the kind of defense we saw tonight. I think they're just barely the better team. I think, Eric, it's going to go 6 or 7. It's going to be close. I think Denver's the better team. I think they've got more depth and more talent, so I'll go the Nuggets to win this thing.
All right, the other matchup tonight was Milwaukee against Miami. Miami just kind of put a postage stamp on this game and mailed it in. I mean, they were down 28 in the first quarter. By the end of the first quarter, it was 26, I believe, which was the largest all-time deficit in the playoffs at the end of the first quarter. They just got absolutely obliterated. What happened? Were you surprised Miami just, was kind of a no-show in this one?
Yeah, they got humiliated. I know I've covered that Heat team. Eric Spoelstra teams and Jimmy Butler teams can take a punch, and they can come back and give as good as they get in later games. This series is far from over. Here's what I think happened, DK. The Milwaukee Bucks are one of only 3 teams in the NBA this year that have a top 10 defensive and offensive rating. That's usually historically a marker for greatness. The last 22 NBA champions were top 10 in both offense and defense. They've got a 2-time reigning MVP in Giannis Antetokounmpo. And when you put things together and you combine the fact, trust me, they heard it. I talked to some sources in Milwaukee. They understood that after that first loss to the Heat, everybody was saying they're posers, they're phonies, they're regular season tough guys who can't show up in the playoffs. And I think it was a combination of the Heat having an off game and the Milwaukee Bucks, who are a really good basketball team, felt like they had something to prove. You said it. The Heat laid down, and the Bucks took advantage. They were awesome, and I think I actually think whoever wins this series can make the Eastern Conference Finals and maybe beyond. I think these are 2 really good teams, but don't sleep on the Bucks. They're legit.
Well, I guess if I'm Miami, the way I'm going to sell this is, hey, it's not a series until the home team loses. Everybody wins their home games. Pretty soon it's game 7, it's fourth quarter, and whoever knocks it down ends up advancing. So even though we're down 2-0, we just got to protect home court. We just got to keep matching them, and maybe we look up and we're playing game 7 in the great state of Wisconsin. Bill Reiter, excellent work. Thank you very much. Appreciate the time. All right. More quality matchups. There you go. Nets almost double-digit favorites in game 2. That's in Brooklyn. Lakers, they're favored to even up the series. They're down 1-0 against Phoenix. That series, for a series price, is exactly even right now. -110 both ways on William Hill. And the Clippers, got to have it. They're lost game 1, sort of an upset. But they are favored by 6 to even up.
Want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.